How you doing? Tom from Beyond Nerds here. I got a review for you today of a UK movie called Bloodmyth. It came out in 2006. It just came out on DVD last month in the US. I don't know if it was released overseas or not. It's by a writer-director named John Rackham. He actually plays the killer in this movie. The story centers around four people and I guess three support people that are taking a team building exercise in this survival training thing for some company. And the guy teaching the survival training is like a TV host that does like a reality survival show. They get out in the woods. They are learning their survival stuff. There's the Nick, who's like the requisite dickhead of the group. Um, there's the damsel in distress. There's the weird guy who brings a bunch of survival gear. There's a character named John Carpenter. I thought that was kind of cool. Um, Basically, while they're out in the woods learning this survival stuff from this reality TV show host, they never actually shows the TV show, but apparently he is. There's a killer loose who's, without giving too much of the plot away, is killing people, and according to Celtic human sacrifice methods, they find like a little altar in the woods and stuff. He sets up booby traps and stuff. But I don't really want to give away too much of the plot because I thought this was a pretty good movie. I got some knocks on it, but there's some really good movies. The actress that plays Juliet in the movie, she's really nice looking. She does a really good job. Her name is Shelley Halstead. She does really good. John Rackham, the guy that directed and wrote the movie, like I said, plays the killer in the movie. He's pretty good in it. Most of the acting is really good. The editing was really choppy. Uh, a lot of the exterior scenes are really washed out and bright that are in the sunlight. But that aside, is a pretty good movie. The only thing that I've been bitching about this a lot lately, if you're an independent filmmaker, okay, forget this movie for a second, but this problem exists with this movie too. If you're an independent filmmaker, rent a boom mic. The audio in these movies is terrible. People are yelling, you got to turn your TV down. People are having a normal conversation, you got to crank it up. And I've watched these movies on home theater systems, EQ'd it out differently, used just TV speakers. It's a problem. So indie filmmakers, if you're watching this, get a boom mic. Do some sound mixing. All right, please. I know the budgets aren't big, but at least give it an attempt because this movie had no attempt at it. Other than that, like I said, choppy editing and some of the daylight scenes were washed out. Other than that, it was really good. I liked the movie. It was standard slasher fare, but they had a pretty good motive for the killings. You have to watch the movie to find out what that is. Uh, Usually it's just a mindless killing guy, but this guy actually has a motive behind it. A lot of the characters are likable. Like I said, the acting was really well. I was really impressed with the acting. And the story seemed pretty well written. The dialogue was believable. I had a little trouble with the British accents, but that's just me. Some people don't have. It's not really thick like Irish, Scottish stuff. It's just, your basic generic British accents that you got to deal with. So it's not too bad. The guy that drives him out to the wilderness thing kind of looks like Dr. Giggles. I thought that was funny. Um, Other than that, it's a pretty decent movie. I mean, like I said, other than the knocks that I talked about as far as the audio and the editing and some of the scenes looking washed out, I'd probably give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10, we'll say that. Definitely check it out if you like the slasher movies. It's kind of a Friday the 13th thing. It's in the woods, but it's also kind of a seven, maybe something like that. Since there's a theme to the killings. But like I said, I think you'll like it. It's pretty original. Like I said, they explain the killings pretty well. None of the killings are that much to write home about. The effects are, passable. There's nothing outstanding, but it's not crap either. But aside from the few tactical knocks, I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. Definitely check it out if you get a chance and support independent cinema. Thanks.